What up, people? First off, all praise go to Yahshua HaMashiach and the Most High. No, it's been a while. Had to refresh my mind and take a vacation outside of the States and really enjoy, this life and getting away from a while, But now I'm back to reality. So today, I found out some interesting things, So first, I want to talk about 9/11. And see, people, man, the problem with people nowadays that they refuse to accept people for who they are. Like, you have people who continuously show you who they are, but people don't believe them. And the reason why I'm saying that, because today, 9/11 is a tragical day in American history where all those people got killed in that plane crash. But what people fail to realize is the actual truth behind what's going on. Like, man, that was a government attack. That was a terrorist attack by the U.S. government, man. Because don't you know, the same group of people who supposed to have hijacked the plane and flew it into the building, that right after that, your government got in direct business with the same people who bound the towers and created the terrorist attack, and then they went off and killed Saddam Hussein, who had nothing to do with the attack. But anyway, so when we really look at, so you have multiple reasons and stuff. People say they heard bombs going off. And if you know anything about demolition, no building supposed to drop straight down like that. When that's a big red flag right there. The way the building dropped, you had one building who didn't even get hit by a plane that went down by itself. It just immediately blew up and collapsed. And you also had Larry Silverstein, who also took out an insurance policy 6 weeks prior to the building getting hit. Kind of funny, ain't it? Now, you telling me that the people had no documents, and you ever went flying? You ever know what it's like to go through an airport to fly? So you should know that there's no way them people got through there without some help from the inside. That's just far first. Secondly, they hijacked the plane with box cutters. Now, they drove the plane into the building. One of the people, we found his ID. Now, the crazy thing about that is, the man burnt up. His ID survived, but he didn't. How is that possible? Do you know how much it takes for your body to burn degrees? And you talking about a plastic card survive something your body couldn't? That's a big no-no. Secondly, this is why I don't like, and people got to understand, man, one thing about our government is that they do things and they hide things, but they show you who they are, and the people refuse to believe them. Now, we believe that every time we go to a country, we go over there, we fighting for freedom, we fighting to keep our freedom, we fighting for all these good things and rights that the flag's supposed to represent. That's what we doing. When actuality, in all reality, we actually going over there, killing innocent people, using the word insurgents, and taking their resources. Example is Afghanistan. They told us we were going over there to fight terror. That terror was going to come over here. We don't go over there. We're going to go over there and fight terror. And that the people didn't have uniforms, so they all looked the same. So when they go on TV and they kill 30 or 40 insurgents, they're not telling you that they're actually killing innocent people who are women, kids, and all. They don't tell you that. You know what I mean? So the whole thing about going over to Afghanistan was never a war about freedom. It was actually about opium. Now, that's what they went over there for. They went over there to take the opium. Now, this is what America is known to do. You also have a lady named Renee Bach, who recently got caught for malpracticing in Uganda, and 2 kids actually died under her watch because she was over there giving people vaccines. Now, the problem with this is you have so many people who already claim vaccines are not good for you. I know this for a fact. I never got the flu shot. I ain't planning on getting the flu shot. I even know of my people who got the flu shot and got sick and never took it again. They even the story about a child who took the flu shot and she went blind. So you don't know actually what these people are actually giving you when you talk about vaccines and going to get vaccinated. Like, you don't know what's in these needles or what these people are actually giving to you. The same way with your vote. No, y'all vote for these people, and then they go and they do these things, and then they start wars in other countries so they can get their resources, and we killing innocent people. But the people of America is in agreement with this because they lying to us about we going over there to give other people freedom and not telling us we actually taking resources. So, and this been done all through European history, man. You can always check that. Anytime they always go somewhere, they go over there preaching Christianity and white Jesus, and then they set up the military, then they so-called giving you vaccines and helping the people. Meanwhile, the whole time, they find a way to take your resources and to actually collapse your economy. And then, most likely, they enslave, especially they, dark community, they enslave them, and so forth and so forth. So, no, this is a tactic by the United States throughout human history. Like, this is what they do. And you go and you vote for these people, not understanding that the Republican or Democrat, they both been funded by the same party. So it don't matter which one of them win, because the objective behind the people behind them is what's pushing it. So now you got your Trump saying he don't want to help the Bahamas. It's kind of funny how every time something happened to a dark country or dark people, no way be found. But soon something happened to anybody else, FEMA and everybody else is quick to run over there and save them. Look how long it took the people from Louisiana to get water in Hurricane Katrina. And now, all of a sudden, the people in the Caribbean are criminals and they drug dealers. Like, we don't have drug dealers. The government, the biggest drug dealer in the world. The pharmaceutical company is the biggest drug dealer in the world. So what are you really talking about? So them people gonna suffer. We not gonna help and do what's right because they don't look like you? Okay. If that's what you accept, then fine, but I find that it's blatantly irresponsible when it comes to humanity. And we don't want to understand what's going on. We don't want to accept these things, but we refuse to accept these people continually telling us who they are, who they worship, and what they are doing. 9/11 was America attack, man. Like, the government killed all those innocent people, man. Your own government did that. Your own government is now telling you that the people in the Caribbean don't matter because they are criminals. People down there suffering, but your president say they criminals, and that's okay. So when we talk about these things, like, what really are we talking about? Like, what really are we getting at? The government is wicked. It's been wicked. Every government is wicked. The problem is that the people don't accept who the government are, and we don't hold them accountable for their actions, so they continue to lie to us and push their agenda because they don't care about us. This is what they do when they say dumbing us down. Like, man is not evolving. We're not evolving. They're dumbing us down to make it think that we're being smarter than we are. Like, if we so smart, have all these people, how come we don't know a lot of this stuff is wrong, man? So it just tripped me out when the government show you who they are, and then you say, okay, what's the problem? Well, how come when the crack epidemic hit the black community in the 80s, they was teaching that, you remember the DARE thing, just say no to drugs and all that? But now that the opium is in the white people community and ravaging on their kids and their community, you don't hear nobody talk about that. You don't hear just say no now. You don't hear anything. No news don't talk about it. Nothing. They act like it don't happen because this is what it is, man, in America. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to accept the truth. A lot of y'all scared to face the truth because you don't want to live in reality. In reality, you rather stay in the matrix. But the fact is, this is who our government is. Every government is crooked because no people will hold the government accountable for what they do to the people. This is why when you read in the book, when the Most High asked the children of Israel to let him be their king, they say no, they wanted a king. So he gave them a king, a person just like them. Donald Trump is nothing but a representation of the people who voted him in for office. That's all he is, man. Like, that's all these people is, and all these people have an agenda. But none of this stuff matter because it's a systematic problem, not a voting issue. It don't matter who you vote for. The president is already picked before you even vote. They know who the president gonna be. This thing is planned out over thousands of years. That's why they had these secret societies and these fraternities and colleges, so they can ingratiate you into these things, man. you gotta accept the government for who they is, man, because they are a wicked group of people who do not care about the American people or nobody. Nobody. You know what I mean? We consistently go to war over resources and taking people's stuff, and they consistently lie to us about we going over there giving freedom and stuff. Now y'all mad at Colin Kaepernick for living for a flag when the flag don't even represent what it's supposed to represent anyway. Your kids going over there dying for resources and drugs. They are not dying for freedom. That is a lie. That's the illusion to keep you and keep people joining the military and going over there. So, no, we as a people, we got to do better and want better and know better by educating ourselves about these things and the people around us so we can actually teach our kids better, man. Know what I mean? And that's my message for today, man. I wish y'all luck. Continue to educate yourself and grow, man. For real, yo, because the government ain't who you think it is. You just got to believe who they are and not what they telling you, because they going to lie like they been lying, man. Word.